Um, Go ahead. You were saying about LA?
Yeah, like everything's closed from like restaurants to entertainment stuff. So like movie theaters, really anything like you would do to have fun. And then you have like grocery stores too are limiting like the people inside, so it's like 25 people at a time. So you have to like get
Yeah.
in a line and wait. It's just like it's a mess. So
How's So I guess one of the things I'm super curious about is just like how are you dealing with your artists, and like have you changed anything since this has happened? Are they just all working on music basically, or what's happening?
yeah, I mean, they're working on a lot of music. I
Yeah.
think in terms of the way we plan things, we just have to keep releasing music, and that's like what's going to drive a lot of the success during this time is we can't tour. So with Ant, we had some like big tours lined up, and they're still there. They're active as of now. But you can't really do anything on the live side. You can't go meet fans. So you just have to find ways online to keep people interested. And I think like for us, it's been affected how we have to move, but also if anything, it's allowing us to really like experiment with music and just put things out there and see what clicks and what doesn't, and then just go from there and try to build an audience to the point that like by the time this is over with, we can go on the road and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
How are you finding working from home? Is that just a normal thing to you? Because anyway, I'm guessing you're probably on your phone the whole time anyway, most of the time. So is that how does it affect you?
Yeah, it hasn't been super affected. Like I haven't been super affected by it, but a lot of times like I'll have meetings and stuff. So like I can't do anything in person, and phone call meetings are cool, but like they only go so far, and then like not being able to see my artists at times is kind of difficult. But I think it doesn't affect the way I work necessarily because I am on my phone and laptop most of the time, but
Mhm.
it is affecting the in-person meetings and just building relationships and meeting new people, which is like half of what I did anyway. So that part's kind of put on hold, but in terms of actually working, it's not really affecting anything for me.
Yeah. I mean, obviously this will be temporary. We just have to see how long it's going to go out for,
Yeah,
go
exactly.
on for. But I mean, what in terms of the artists? I mean, how are they like? Because you said obviously you can't see them. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys doing like this? Are you just doing like video calls, or like how are you
Yeah,
just
I mean, I
that?
talk to my artists every day regardless. So like most of the time it's FaceTime. So I'll just FaceTime my artists every morning, and just check in. Like this, if we have a release, I'll talk to them more often, probably like 3, 4 times a day. If we don't, talk to them once or twice. And I just make sure they're doing their thing and finding ways each day to kind of build themselves properly. And I think like not being able to see them, yeah, it's tough, but like FaceTiming, at least like there's communication. And I think that's the most important thing is like if that communication stopped, there'd be an issue. But FaceTime does it right now. So, you know.
And are you like? I mean, the whole virus thing as a whole, like you and your artists and stuff. Do you feel like that's affected any of your morals at all, or it's just like annoying because you can't have that like actual hangout time with people?
Yeah, it's more annoying than anything. I mean, it definitely like, you know, when you're on a roll, right? And like certain things get like blocked out, it's kind of hard to like understand why, or like, okay, that happened. So now like what do we do to kind of keep this flow going? So in that sense, yeah, it sucks, but I think like it's you know it's more just about like it's gonna I think this time's really gonna like test how reactive people are, and like what you're able to do strategically in this time frame to make sure things keep moving
No,
you know
100%. I mean, I actually feel like, I'm trying to stay positive and stuff, and I feel like this is an interesting time. Like, think about when you get to the end of this year,
right.
we're gonna look back, and hopefully this will be over, but you really get to see like who came out strong from this, and who maybe just let it affect them a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I think obviously there's gonna be things like jobs lost and certain things in the industry as a whole, but like it'd be really interesting to see like what people make of it, because I think whenever there's like a crisis or a problem or something like that, there's always opportunities. So it's what you
Yeah.
take from it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how you have to look at it. If you start letting it affect, like, you know, because of this, I can't do this. It's like, yeah, I get it, but there's also other ways to innovate. And we live in an age where social media and the internet essentially run the industry. So it's like there's really, I don't want to say there's no excuses, but there really are no excuses to like find ways to still keep things moving in this time.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love that, man. Thank you, bro.